What is up, DM's Reef? What is that hanging there? Well, let's see. Open up my little concoction here, my little. So, I did put my Radiant off of my macroalgae. It's a Gen 4 Radiant XR30. I put it up here in the center of my tank. They look so close to a metal halide. I took off one because of obvious reasons, electricity, blah blah blah. It's not that I couldn't afford it. It's just why use up useless energy if I don't have to. The colors that come off of this on this big system with my corals is phenomenal. I wish I can get a couple more. And eventually maybe get rid of both of these metal halides. But in all honesty, I like the way the metal halides grow coral. Big shout out to Ecotech for a wonderful product. I love it just as well as everybody else that has one. Getting down to it, I did that. It's gonna get a little blue in here. I did put in 2 Reef Brights. 15 inches or whatever that is, 16-inch bar. I got 2 of them right on the opposite side of the Ecotech. Then just about 9 to 10 inches away from there, I do have a metal halide, 175, 20,000 K, along with a black box, just the blues. So it's strictly just blue lighting. Same thing over here, same setup. I got a metal halide, 20,000 K with just blue lighting. So in total, I got a black box 1, black box 2, 2 Reef Brights, and an Ecotech Radiant XR30, along with 2 metal halides. And then on the back side of this, I am running 8 T5 bulbs. So I have an abundance of blue lighting, all different spectrums, from Chinese black box to the T5 ATIs to the Radiants to the Reef Brights to the metal halides. So I can't go wrong. I'm hitting probably every spectrum under the sun. And with that said, my update is that my corals, normally you wouldn't be able to see this. It's so clear with all that blue on there, but those Reef Brights are phenomenal. They make your water like, it's hard to say, it's like crystal, like a diamond. How a diamond shines under the light, that's how my water looks. It's crisp. When you shut everything else off, you can leave that on. It kind of gives your corals a little pop with the Tinix. I just dig it. Long story short, I did lose one of my corals that I got from the LFS as a chalice. It was right here. It's not that it's dead. I put it in my frag tank, macroalgae / frag tank, to see if it will recover. If not, it's not a big deal. I mean, it is to me, but I tried to do the best I could. I still have 8 more that he gave me. This one here is barely hanging on. We'll see what happens. I figured those were the 2 that were really far off. This one was still receding, so I trimmed it back and I fragged them, and they seem like they're hanging in there. They're on there. I glued them. We'll see what happens. The other ones are still hanging in there. They're not receding no more. They're still colored up nice. I did move them. I moved some. I got these 2 here. This one's really like a greenish, like cool color. I like it. It's like orange and creamsicle looking. This one's doing okay. And then this one right here is doing fine. So with that said, going back to the lighting, everything is doing good. I mean, look at all these white tips. This thing is phenomenal. This one here, going back to this got white tips there. All of these are white. things are coloring up nice. Even my mother colony of my green slimer starting to kick off again. Everything is out and growing, even this. These corals back here. My Jason Fox corals are doing phenomenal right now. They're not, the pink lemonade is already starting to encrust. I've only had that in there maybe 2.5 weeks. And doing good. The unknown Millie, doing pretty good. Starting to grow the tips on the top. This is my newest coral right here. I had to get it. Shout out to Alex G. He was at the show with me. This thing is by far the coolest thing in the world to me. It's got green feeders with like an orangey, pinkish, almost like a sherbet ice cream looking body, like colors. It's pretty sick. Great deal on that. I hope his is doing as good as mine. But other than that, I got a white tip on this one. My deep water acro, that's like a purplish blue, is doing great. Everything is doing good. My digis, my wild colonies. I did have a little bit of a alkalinity spike, and I had a coral right there that actually passed away. It was a little frag. It was a piece that was given to me, and I do have one right there that was part of it. It was a colony, a wild colony. I saved this so far. That one, I don't know if it's due to the alkalinity or maybe the lighting. This piece down here, actually on the back side, has a little bit of one branch that turned white. I don't know if that's due to lighting or an alkalinity swing. It wasn't a big swing. My alkalinity normally was like 8.6 to 8.3. It went up to, I think, as high as 9. This one right here, I had another nice little branch. This was a wild colony too. It started to die. I fragged it months and months ago. So I don't know, but the center piece right here happened to decided it didn't want to live here anymore and turned white. So I pulled that out. So far, that's still doing good. Also, I think I had a little chemical warfare with this guy, with my candy canes. I think this was winning, and this was all white up here, so I had to cut that back, and I pulled it away. And I did do some fragging of the candy canes. Well, my end isn't it focusing? So I do have those there, which was one piece. I got one there, and I got 2 on my frag rack, and I also got another one right there. So, but with that said, everything so far, all my new frags from the show from a while, I don't know, probably about a month ago, all these guys are starting to encrust, and everything is doing good. These guys aren't happy right now. I grew this coral from nothing. It just grew out of a rock about 2 years ago, and it turned into this. It's a long tentacle plate. He was over there. He was liking it, but I needed to move the chalice over there, or the fabia. So, with that said, the reef brights came with a metal halide, and that up there is the reef bright metal halide. Well, I took the reef brights off, put them on the big system, and put that on this system. I kind of got it jerry-rigged right now with a reflector type insulated like paper. I'm gonna probably make like a small canopy off of the main canopy, so you don't see that, and make it nice, trim it out. But my Bauer Banky has stopped receding. I don't see any new white corals or anything like that, like the skeleton showing. It's a little bit over there, but I think that was due to from before. The only thing is there's 2 back here that look like they had a little damage. They look like they're trying to heal. That would be sweet if they do. So all in all, it is looking nice. I'm not even going to worry about cutting any of that off. Eventually it'll turn to like purple coralline algae. It'll look like it just grew on a rock. It is in here due to the fact my copper band butterfly, I've had him quite a while. He eats from my hand. He's a great fish. I've always wanted one. He's healthy. He's built like a bull. He knows who I am. He's not afraid of me, and he was picking on that coral, which they do in the wild. So I took him out. I tried to catch him to bring him my LFS. The LFS said he would hold on to him to let this coral recover. Maybe he'll forget about it. I couldn't catch him. So I'm not one to get rid of my animals due to their nature or the way they are in the wild. So I am keeping him, and this is all plumbed together. So it's healed, it's over there, and I'm happy with it. I know nothing lives forever. So, you know, if he happens to live another 3 years or however it works, you know, so be it. But I'm gonna keep my copper band and keep that over there for right now. But with that, guys, this is an update on my lighting, how I do it. I do have a lot of flow. Flow is cranked up big time now. Bend down so you guys can see that. I do have the back MP40 pulsing pretty fast. I have one over there to the left with a small little pump just to kind of blow down in the hole over there to kind of keep, you know, movements going. I have another one here with the BB8, and that's how I'm running it. Again, underneath here, let's show you guys real quick. This is my sump area. I do run bio pellets. I do have an M1 running my skimmer. I do have another M1 with the return. With that M1, it does tee off and go up to my macroalgae tank. That macroalgae tank does overflow into this one that's right here. From there, it overflows, goes all the way over to here where I have another, no baffles, but just a bunch of rock and chaeto. And then it points this way, and then the current brings it through the chaeto, back through, and then up again. So my return of volume of water is very minimal. I want to say it might do it 3 times an hour, maybe. But my contact time with my volume of tank water is a lot. So it's going through all of that algae over there. From that algae, it's getting cleaned, and all the things are eating it and cleaning it, purifying it, comes down into here. Again, purifying it, cleaning it, coming down over here. Again, cleaning and purifying it. Then the skimmer takes what it needs, and then it comes back, and then it goes up, and it does that process all over again with only allowing a little bit of water to come up here to then again overflow into the overflows and start that process all over. I do run LED just shop lights from Home Depot on here with an LED floodlight, and everything is doing good. So that's the sump area, and it's working for me. I do have a UV sterilizer. It's not on right now. So with that said, guys, a little update on some lighting, some sumps, and some all that good stuff that DM's Reef is doing. I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching my video. If you guys have any questions on how I'm doing things, and would like to copy, maybe get some suggestions on the next build, I'm not a what you call a reef master. I just do it the simple and easiest way that I can, and if it works, it works. I'm not trying to have the best of the best and the wildest tools. It would be nice, but just, you know, it's not about that. It's about keeping things healthy and growing and enjoying the hobby, making it easy to enjoy it so you can stay in it for a long time. So with that said, I'm going to leave it at that. Rate, comment, subscribe if you want. If not, just want to watch it and just give me a thumbs up. That'd be awesome too. Till next time, this is DM's Reef. I will see you guys later.